Alright, so guys, yeah, the thing cut off a while ago. My wireless connection changed for some reason. But I want to say for everybody who's been on and commenting, the backstory, as I was saying, is just something that happened from earlier on this year, and it's a thing that has been going on. But a lot of people have a lot of talk, and when it comes down to their rights, they don't understand their rights. They don't understand their rights, none at all. And sometimes you don't care about certain things until you are in the firing line. Yeah, so that is what happened. That is what happened with me. When I was pregnant, I went to social services for help, and they abused me. Listen, I lost everything. I lost my dignity. I lost my self-worth. I lost everything. I lost even myself. At one point, I became insane because of how they treated me. And this is not even, it's not even something that is funny. Like, I didn't think that sometimes you watch some stories, and when you watch the stories or you read the stories, you watch it on the news and you see people posting, you're thinking, whoa, I don't know nobody who's been in that situation. But trust me, like, I've been through so much. My son is almost 4 years old. August will be 4 years old. And I cannot get a break. Once they go in the system, whatever reason, they don't care. Now, the social worker called me and told me that the lady next door who used to take care of my son, she was my son's nanny, I used to pay her to take care of my son, called them and told them I had no food in my house was dirty, my son was dirty, I didn't take care of him, I don't feed him, he's underfed, and I'm a drug addict, I'm an alcohol addict, I lock him in rooms and beat him. Yeah, this was from January. They came out, and when they came out, they told me on the phone. I was crying for about 2 days. When they eventually came, I was tired, because remember, I've already gone through over a year with social workers, from I was 11 weeks pregnant until my son was 9 months old. Yeah, so I'd already gone through over a year with social workers, so I was tired. So when they came, I forgot what I went through. And I started talking to them like friends. I started showing them proof of stuff that was happening and stuff. And they went away. They said, well, we have no concern. We don't have no safeguarding concerns. Because if they had safeguarding concern, they would have removed the child from my house. They came to my house. They're looking. Listen, you know, to how I'm cautious. If I go to the grocery stores, I put down my receipts. Yes, they're going to see the food, you know, but I put down receipts. You understand? And I've been doing this since I got my baby back. Like, when I buy him clothes and I go shopping for him, I make sure I put down receipts. Nobody can't say that I don't have things for my baby. Yes, they're going to see the physical thing, but it's not something, and it's not something like I'm trying to say I'm better than nobody else, or I'm doing more than nobody else. I'm not looking for accolades for my child. That's my child. So you take care of your children. My child have a disability. My son is deaf in both ears, yeah? Which means he's not talking. And he's not really hearing. He uses the hearing aids, but they're not really helping to get his verbal. He's not reaching his verbal milestone, so he's still babbling like a baby and making up noise and cooing and stuff like that, right? So with all of them there, like, he's going to school, he's been assessed. Today is 8 months I went through rigorous assessments, from MRI scans, heart tests, blood tests, genealogy, genetic testing, audiology. 8 months they've been doing assessment. Today I went and saw the surgeon and got the stupid news that his ear inner ear is not developed, so the bones and the muscles and stuff that like and the nerve ending, they don't even know, we couldn't see the nerve ending from the MRI scan. So my son, like, he's okay, he's getting up, he's eating, he's doing stuff, but inside his ear, like, he's got problems inside there. It's not developed. He was born premature. Why? I was in a meeting and they tell me that I was taking crack. That I said, a professional said that. When we end up going to court, they had to deduct that from the statement, and they refused to tell me which professional said that. I mean, I swear to God, every time, and this is a thing I've been saying, me not understand what the devil want with me. Why him allow me make me great? Every time I'm about to do something good, or I feel good about doing something, or I feel good about myself, and think, okay, I set this target, I can reach this target, by when the devil drops something in, I drop something around. My God, man. This woman coming in my house, she did not know that I was on Facebook Live, and everybody tell me I should not do a live. And I'm saying, you know what? All these times, they got called, they came in my house, they violated my house, they came in, walked in my house, yeah? Go up to the top, I walk up to the 3rd floor, gone up there, gone look in every room and whatever, the last time they came, yes? They did not even give me a piece of paper to state that social services received information that the child was being neglected. They didn't give me anything. And I had to take that. I had to take that and do nothing about it. Yeah? Nothing. I couldn't do nothing about it except cry. They left. After that, you know, the woman called the police. The police gave me reference number. They give me a crime reference number. So I have all of that. Every time she called the warden or the council, I've got references for those. But this woman, after they know that this woman is racially abusing me, she called me a nigger, black bitch, a black whore, saying that I should go back where I come from, all of that. She said this, yeah? And when she said this to me, I was stupid because I did not know. That's why they talk about it. I did not know that, say, calling somebody a bitch, that I did not know it was against the law. So I said, stupid bitch, you're being recorded. I keep repeating it, I shouldn't be. But I said that, and she ran in. She committed a hate crime, and police are going to tell me, say, because me respond to her, they can lock me up too. So nothing came out of it. And with that, everything else she do, and these people, yeah, this is what I'm saying, because that's what I said. I know I'm a nigger. I know, Janice. I know it's because I'm black. And the people, them are going to come in my house without any kind of nothing. No paper. Want me to sign paper for them to go and talk to my son's professional. No, professionals that deal with my son. My son have a speech and language therapist. He have a deaf teacher. He has so many people in his care. He has a health. You know, Nicole. Somebody said that to me already, and I said, no, you don't understand. Like I can't start over again. Like, when I got this house, like, I forgot, I've said before that I'm going to do. It's not because I'm showing off, but I said already that I was going to do one of them, go live on Facebook and let you see what I'm talking about. So when I got this house, it was a drug house, a weed them used to sell here. You understand? I came in this house, and the amount of money I spent making this house what it is that it is today, Nicole. Like, all in my room, I pay a crack and screw, you see, the wool ball them crack up. I came on Facebook when I was doing the baby's room, because I did some work, and then I moved in, and then even now I'm still doing work. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying, Nicole. But I had done, like, for the last 2 years, I moved about 4 different places already. Because after when I was settled, you know, but after when I fight and get back my baby, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to stay in that area. So I moved out completely. I'm 5 hours away from where whole different place me there, whole different city me there. You understand what I mean? And come here and like being in a place and just start feeling comfortable. My son's school is next door, walking distance. He's getting all the, you see, if I should move, I have to do everything again. Trust me, I'm thinking about it. You know what? Last week I was talking to the police. This woman, she don't have no money, you know, she broke, but guess what? You have black, white, and brown. And I did not know that because that we're so low at the bottom, that because the other person who is reporting me and doing me these things is not black, I didn't know that. You understand what I mean? And then like my son, like everything is for my son still, you know. I mean, everything is for my son, because if it was not for my son, I'm telling you, if she had done anything and allow them to take away my child, may I tell you, I wouldn't be sitting here right now. And that's why I have to thank God, so I hang on Jesus, because like honestly, more time the thing turn up. I know what you're saying. It's not nice. I mean, even when I was saying to her downstairs, she said, oh, like, it's like, then that's why I stand up, you know. I stand up because you know what? One of the things, alright, there's certain things. So when you are in the right, you can't give. You see, if I run now, I'm going to be like a fugitive, because they're gonna wonder, why did she run? When I'm run from Essex, I'd actually got my son back, but I just couldn't stay there. Every time I hear a knock on my door, it could be the postman. I order something and someone delivering, and I start having panic attack. That's how I felt. So I moved away from that situation. I couldn't, and I put all my furniture into storage. I lost everything. So when I moved here, when I moved to Bradford, I moved there with a box and a bag. Not even a suitcase, a box and a bag. When I moved into this house, the only thing I moved in with was a single bed and a television and some bag and one, I think that I went back to Jamaica and I traveled the carry-on suitcase. That's what I came here with. That's what I came to this house with. So all in all, still may I give God the glory, but I needed proof. I needed proof so people see that I'm not drawing the black card, because I'm not one to draw the race card. I'm not one to draw the race card. When I moved to Essex, I knew there was not a lot of black people down there. And when I moved to Essex, I was there for how long before anybody knew me? Or before, I was there for 4 years before I knew my neighbor's name. It was when social services started saying, oh, she has no one. They took away all my family. Like when you think about London and Stevenage, the amount of family members I have. They said I don't have anybody in this country. That is what social services did. So when they asked me to sign that paper just now, I said no. And when they start talking about family, no, they're not getting that. And that's why it is important not just to have talk, it's just to also know the law and know your rights, because they cannot. And every time you bring up, you say, you know what? You have the right to private family life. You hear she jump if you notice. She's like, oh, let me finish. Like she had something to say more than me. I'm telling you, man. Just like, why they want my son so much? Why do they want my black child? Why? They took him away. I got him back. I know them give me back, you know. I'm going to show you guys something. You know, from when I'm supposed to sue these people for what they did before, this is one of the court bundles. I don't know if you see it. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, 122, 1 There's another one missing. That is 4 things, 4 felt letter for court. You understand? You see, buried in this, I'm right. I should have sued them long time ago, but each time I settle, something happened that they rally back. And if I attack them, no. If I go to the solicitor, no. I say, listen, I'm ready to roll. Like, we need to, you need to, like, not even an apology. Like, honestly, it not gonna happen. It not gonna happen. But, it not gonna happen. But, you know, so I'm gonna continue. I am going to continue, and I'm going to fight for my right. And my child, them can't sit back him. Because like, he's never been absent, no matter how sick I am. If I cannot do it, I pay somebody to do it. And this lady next door that has done everything she's doing, the only reason why she's so bitter and horrible is because I used to pay her to take care of my son. And I have a video. She humiliated me picnic. She never knows that she never liked black people. She didn't like him, but she loved the money. That's all she wanted was the money. And because she's not taking care of him, I've got other carers working for the baby now. That is why she do what she done. That's why she done what she done. I mean, to say that I drink alcohol and I smoke cannabis, she's just regurgitating what social services said before. And they did the hair strand test, they never found anything. So what happened? Like, honestly, guys, I'm going to post the video. You see the same woman that called social services? I'm going to post the video. I'm not begging. I am asking my friends every time I post it to share it. What she did to my son, the reason why she's not taking care of my son anymore. If you understand, only those who know will know. In this country, if a black woman ever tried that with nobody, kids, believe you me, she's gonna be locked up. I showed it to the police. I showed it to the social workers that came in January. I couldn't have shown you guys anything, show her anything today, as in the video, because I was on live. You understand? But yeah, that's how it is. I mean, you know why I came on live earlier today? I went in town from the 7th of January, 7th or somewhere there, so January, I sent 5 tablets to Jamaica. Yeah, I decided I was going to use any teacher on my page, and I chose a teacher, and I sent some tablets it was supposed to go to Cascade Primary. The address says Spalding, at a pharmacy in Spalding, because I wanted to, they told me that they were going to use FedEx, but they use UPS, and I sent it, even though I paid for FedEx, yes? But the package has been in Jamaica since the 19th of January. Customs refused to let go the package, saying that they want somebody to come there and open it. Nothing in there, not dangerous. They say what's in there, but they think that they value much more, even though they're to give away. And I went into, you know, shortly after that happened, shortly after I sent the tablets, it was the same week the tablets reached. It's the same week social services come to my house. Malay, it's the same week social services come to my house. I've not had any peace since then, so I've not been doing any lives. If you notice, I'll come on and I'll watch certain videos, certain people on live. Nicole, if you're on live, you know, so I always watch your stuff, or I'll go on like barely to comment a few times, but I've not been on social media that much. You understand? Because may I say, like, hold on, so am I not to do anything good? Because I felt like donating the tablets would have been a good thing. You understand? It is stuck at customs because customs want an arm and a leg, and they refuse to send it back. You know, from when I tell them from February that I want it back. Today I went on live and I made sure I made it. I know I look tired. I'm still tired. I've not slept, but I went and I told them and I made sure I recorded it so that at least I have a record of actually saying it to them. Because I'm saying, if you send something to somebody and you tell them, imagine the guidance counselor, Mrs. Bailey, she's been out to Spalding. She got sign up the papers and everything for them to tell her like she has to come to Kingston and she needs original receipts. The tablets were second hand because I'm not rich. It wasn't about that. The whole point was I really wanted to be able to contribute to my country where I'm from. I've got children, I've got family in Jamaica, and it pays to pay it forward. Do good because God always sends people in my corner, so I'm always trying to do good. And so I'm very, honestly, me upset. Like me I hold it, but me upset. Sorry. Upset man. You know, if you know say you have your rights and the woman are gonna come in my house and I tell me about I need to sign. No, I'm not signing anything. I'm not signing anything and I'm not earning from anybody. And even she mentioned to me that if I want council house. I never tell nobody that I want council house. I'm okay where I'm at. I mean, if it gets worse to the point where, you know, then I don't have no choice. But right now, I'm choosing to stay. Like, I have to be stable for my child, man. Anyway, people, I just wanted to explain what was going on because I know I was talking in the background and she was saying stuff, and a lot of people, because we're in Bradford, the Yorkshire accent, a lot of people don't understand the Yorkshire accent. Most people realize Nicole, you didn't understand what she was saying. But yeah, I had the phone. She had no idea. But even to the point where she knows that my child has special needs because he's deaf, she bought an interpreter to speak to my child. You can imagine that? Even though I told her my child does not correspond verbally or is not using sign language, she brought an interpreter. And when I spoke to one of my speech and language therapists, she said, no, that is inappropriate. And I told her, I said, it is inappropriate. I don't know if you guys heard me saying to her. I'm telling you, man, you see this? A lot of people talk about foreign. This is what foreign is made up of sometimes, you hear? And it's good to know your rights. So I'm hanging on to my rights and I'll keep you guys updated. I don't know. A mailbox said on a note, I've asked them to return the tablets to me since they can't clear them in Jamaica. I've asked them to return them and they said by next week. So I'm going next week Friday to mailbox in Bradford to see to get some kind of information on what they're doing with the tablets, because by now the customs, and oh guys, there's one thing that I never said and which is causing me a headache. You know, it is important to have clean hands. I don't know if you all know what clean hands is, yeah? So if you go to the law, like say somebody do something, somebody do something to you, you have to have clean hands to get justice. So therefore it's important. The reason why I mentioned that, you see, the tablets, I sent 5 tablets to Jamaica and I also put an iPhone 7 Plus in the box. Honestly, I was not trying to defraud the country or anything like that. The iPhone 7 Plus is for my son. It's a used one. I had it, but I bought a new iPhone and I sent it for my son. And I could have sent it, or I wish I did send it differently, but I put it in the box and I did not declare the iPhone 7 Plus. And therefore, I do not have clean hands, if you know what I mean. But it was nothing for sale. I was not selling the phone. And I paid the shipping, I paid for the phone, I paid for the tablet, and I paid the shipping fee. So therefore, I did not really expect all of that. So that is what I'm talking about, clean hands. If you're doing something, just do it and done. And if you want to make sure that you're on the right side of the law, although I was wrong. I was wrong because I didn't declare the iPhone 7 Plus, and I think that is why they hung on to it. But what they should have done is just tax it. If they feel like, they just give a number, because we're saying to them, just give us an amount and let us pay the taxes. I didn't have any problem with paying the taxes. They're refusing to give an amount. So that is the full story. So only half of the story you got before. So I'm going to crop this and make everybody hear the full story about. But it was not like I was trying to steal taxes from the government or anything like that. And I didn't think that I needed to get a free pass. I just thought, like, you know what, I'm going to send it. Why send it separate when I'm sending out stuff just to give away? So that was my part of it. So yeah. But thanks for watching, guys. I know it's been a long time. Thanks for being on. Share it for me. As I said, I'm going to block out my son's face out of the video, and I'm going to share the video. I'm going to share it with you guys, and when I share it, I'm going to ask you to also to share the video for me, and let us see how far they're gonna take me, because that is the reason why I'd stopped her from looking after my child. And because she stopped getting the money, then she started abusing the thing, talking about how I'm abusing my child, I'm gonna have this, I'm gonna have that. But because I have nothing to hide, my house is never, thank God, my store basket is never empty. And my child can never be dirty. We're Jamaican and we're rank with bossy, so for a picnic, I have to look good and bossy too. You know what I mean? So thank you guys. Like it's been like this actually kept me, like you guys are what kept me to go through all of that interview and a flip out, because a couple of times I thought I was going to lose it, but thank you guys. And next time you hear from me, trust me, it's gonna be good news. It's gonna be good news. Like, I believe in God, and he's what's keeping me. Yeah, so thanks, and have a good evening. Yeah, have a good evening.